Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 9 of Darryl20's Let's Play series, where today I have set up all kinds of things. Between episodes, I got a little bit of dust going on over here, a little bit of sand, a little bit of gravel cooking. Basically, handed in my quest reward to get the extra hammers. Remember last episode when we completed the hammers quest, we received 2 more iron auto hammers along with a couple other gadgets. So I basically created a new island over here off the main one, off in this direction. This will be my hammering island for now. It's where I'm putting my cobblestone collection. It's where I'm making gravel. And I basically want this thing to be running, like, a lot of the time, right? I think that's probably a smart move, is making sure that this thing is semi-regularly running. Like, so I've been manually putting cobble in here. I think once I can upgrade this cobble gen to, like, a tier 2 or a tier 3... maybe we'll look into, or maybe having multiple cobble gens, for that matter, will automate the whole suite of processes, right? Like we could have a chest that is directly attached to a hammer, making cobble into gravel, and then, you know, something from there. So the gist of this story that I'm telling you guys is that, you know, we've been doing things, and it's been cool. I'm going to move you over here. Can I export? I can probably just break you. Decided that I want to kind of change up how I've designed this a little bit. In my brain, it makes more sense if this is dust and this is sand. So, like, gravel goes in here, turns into sand, and then sand can go in here and turn into dust. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Cool. So we'll have a bunch of stuff to sift when and if we need to in the near future. But I'm very happy that we have all that kind of semi-automated at this point. Like, no more having to manually hammer, no more having to manually punch dirt. Like, huge advancement last episode. So I'm very pleased with that. In today's episode, I'd like to continue that. I really need more lava, and I'm looking into how I'm going to go about doing that. So basically, I know lava is going to be a component of what we need to do next. What we need to do next is work towards crystallized amber to begin crafting some magical machines. And I think that's going to get me a bit into Ars Nouveau, and then shortly after that, get me into is White Rock as elemental craft. So we're going to do Ars Nouveau, elemental craft, and then Botania. So it looks like we need White Rock from elemental craft and magical essence from Ars Nouveau to get into Botania a little bit. And the white rock is made in the enchanting apparatus with some of the peat and some source gems, soul powder, block of coal, earth essence, all kinds of, you know, stuff, obviously. So a whole bunch of stuff happening here, getting me, I assume, towards iron ingots. And then eventually towards the mana pool, we'll also be getting steel ingots at some point. It looks like we're going to get blast furnaces from immersive engineering happening, and coke bricks for coke. And then once we get that, we can get an amethyst shard, which I assume there's a way to get that I'll learn about as we progress here. Maybe it's springlean shards turn into amethyst shards with Botania or something. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. And then twisting, turning through the Nether, going deeper. So that's when we visit the Nether. And I assume actually visiting the Nether is before the mana pool. So it looks like we might need. So we need springlean shards to get to the mana pool. Yeah, a bunch of stuff actually. Looks like it wants me to get amethyst, and then mana pool is probably the last thing in this chapter that we do. Everything leads into the mana pool if you're looking at it. Yeah, see, these guys lead into, or maybe not. Maybe springlean comes from mana pool? I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's a little confusing what direction things are moving here. See, no, that looks like it's leading into mana pool. Yeah, springlean shard is a dependency, okay. And then this becomes welcome to chapter 2. Cool. So mana pool is really kind of the end goal of everything we're working towards. That said, a big piece of what we need to get right now is crystallized amber, which needs either liquid magma or honey, but magma blocks. And liquid magma coming from magma blocks is pretty clear I'm going to need magma blocks, right? One way or another to get my amber. So magma blocks, if we had magma cream, that would be cool. We would need slime balls, which I guess we could get with lime dye and wheat dough and some powder. So that's one approach we could consider, because I definitely have a bunch of wheat dough, right? We already have this. We would just need to figure out a nice way to get some lime dye. Let me add that to my to-do list of how could I get some of that. I'm just going to look at what other options for slime balls might be available. You know, we can also get slime balls from sifting at the andesite mesh. It's only a 10% chance, but it exists. So if we sifted some sand, we could get slime balls. That could be cool. That could be an approach, right? That could be neat. I like that. So yeah, let's sieve up a bunch of sand. Luckily, I have a bunch of sand ready to go right here. What I can do is over here. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4. And then my wrench can break you. And do I have a thing over here? I don't. I should really... Now that I kind of have access to redstone, I should be better about this bit, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Definitely, for sure, we will get there. So that should potentially get me some... Oh, it needs to be waterlogged. It needs to be waterlogged, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be waterlogged. We have to place the sifter in, don't we? You guys go in here for a moment. That's right. We need to put the sifter in water, and then we'd be good. So let me get that back to 2 stacks, because it's waterlogged sand that we get slime balls from. And then you guys can go in here, right? Cool. All clean? Relatively. I also have my pointed dripstone, which, like, yes, I know can work, but it's, like, super slow. So I really don't want to do pointed dripstone if I don't have to. Let's see. So if I got a couple of water sources, I assume... Right? And then... we do you. We do you. Right? And then you're waterlogged, is that right? Yep, that looks cool. And then that. And now you're gonna do clay, so that's cool. Seagrass, yep, definitely what I was hoping for. Some slime balls over there. Sweet. All right, cool. So I need to definitely get more blazes going. So the other thing I want to do right now is build like a building around that area, so that when I summon blazes, they're trapped inside a building and can't fly off the island and be annoying. So that'll be easier for me to farm them. That's the plan, at least. Now, the bummer is that like there's a bug in the mod that makes it consume these 6 resources here. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle that. Like, making peat is not terrible, but it's not supposed to be consuming them. And it does use a lot of peat to make a single blaze. What it only should have to be is soul powder and crude soul powder. So I'll decide if I'm going to cheat that in, because it is a bug, right? Like, it's very... I confirmed with the FTB team, like, it's a bug that you should be not using those things. So we'll see what I decide to do. I haven't quite decided yet. You know what else I'm going to do? Since I can, and I left those guys running anyway. Let's do this. I'm going to get like a bunch of iron because I would like to upgrade all my chests to iron chests. All my chests are getting full. Like, all of them. Can you not do that? Is that because you're waterlogged? That might be because you're waterlogged. It's a little annoying. One sec. I was hoping that, like, if there's no waterlog recipe, it would just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to do anything, it's fine. Apparently, it won't accept the gravel if there's no waterlog recipe. Which is fine. There we go. And that should be cool. Where's my axe? Perfect. And how am I for iron plates at the moment? Not great. Yeah, that'll be a to-do list item for me. So what did I get here? I got some sea pickles, some kelp, some seagrass, and then I got some clay. I'm gonna get rid of this cobbled diorite only because I don't think I need that, and that'll give me the room to place that thing in there. And then salt I'll put in the plants chest. Kind of counter-intuitive-ish, I bet, but it's fine. Cool. All right, now let's get a build. So I've got slime balls, which is cool. Now let's get a building put around that structure over there, so that I can more easily summon blazes. And what better building material could there be than cobblestone? Right? I think so. So what I'm going to do here is let's do this. Obviously, we're going to want it like completely encased, right? So this is a 9x9 island. Now we're building a 9x9 cobblestone house because, hey, that's what Dire does. Okay. And then we should be able to boop, and that breaks, but that's all right. I have an extra one ready to go. Sweet. And yeah, let's do it like this. And eventually I'll make those like glass doohickeys, right? But meh. Well, I kind of like 3x3 doors, so maybe not that low. How's that look? Pretty good? And then we'll make sure it's lit enough in here so that no creepers spawn or nothing else. And then we should be good to go. So let me go put my cobble away. And what we'll start working on is the blaze stuff. So to summon the blaze, we need enriched peat, coal, and then some of these and some of this, right? So both of these are relatively easy to get. The things that we're supposed to get a lot of, right? So soul powder and crude soul crystals. Oh, look, there's a soul in there. I must have killed something while I had it. I don't think that matters. Hope it doesn't matter. Sweet. And then you... I think you take a little longer to pop. So this has my chicken in it. This one's empty. That's cool. They don't stack, which kind of stinks. But that's okay. And then we have to basically have an empty soul gem and have the chicken kind of ready to go, right? So what I would like to do is that. I want to get a couple more chickens. And remember, we can chicken palooza our way into getting more chickens. Okay, so that should be cool. I wonder if I have it in my offhand if it'll prioritize going into there. So to test this, let's get some seeds, because I think I have like a decent amount of chickens in here right now, but I could breed a few more. You and you. Do I have less than a decent amount of chickens in here? Maybe not super great. These guys, these incubation nest things, are cool. They just kind of collect eggs. That's neat, right? Alright, so now let's do... I want to get you. And that got the chicken soul. Nice. Now, out of curiosity... Hey, look, we need to science this up, right? Ahaha! That's good to know. Okay, that's cool. And remember, chicken palooza means I don't have to worry about running out of chickens. So, but I know I have at least 2 more in there, so we should be fine. Sweet. Okay, cool. Okay, so now what we do is we've got you, and I need coal. That's right. That also should be an unlimited, like not used up a bit. So we're gonna find out what we can do about that. What I might wind up doing. So if I just put like that on there, and that on there. Realistically, here's what I'm gonna say. Because I shouldn't be consuming the energized peat, the enriched peat or the coal, I'm gonna cheat in some, and I'm not gonna use this because I already put 2 down. Right? They're not supposed to get used up. So what I'm gonna do this on camera because I'm cheating, but like it's legit cheating. If I got more enriched peat, as long as I don't use it for anything but this, this thing, I think it's not cheating, right? Because like these aren't supposed to be consumed. So if I put a whole stack on there, it'll consume them, which it shouldn't be doing. But like it'll last a while, right? I'll get like a whole stack, and then hopefully by the time, actually, yeah, you guys should be coal, right? So take you off. You should be coal, and you should be the peat. Right? And then we'll turn cheats off, and that's fine, right? So hopefully by the time I've run through all these, the pack will update, and then we'll validate for sure that like this isn't supposed to be consumed. But the quest even says, right, just in case you guys are going to yell at me, the quest very clearly says only the crude soul crystal and the powder will be consumed, so you can use this ritual multiple times fairly easily. So there's a bug in Spirit right now where it's consuming these 6 pedestals resources where it shouldn't be. Normally it would not consume them, and that's why I'm cheating in the extra enriched peat and coal, just to make my life easier, right? So all I should have to do is this and that, and we should get a blaze. And then I killed said blaze. Hooray, we killed a blaze. And that got me sulfur, which I was really more hoping for a blaze powder, but okay. Okay, and then that... See, now, unfortunately, it captures the blaze and the soul, right? So I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what I should do about that. I guess it doesn't hurt. Right, and then now we need another soul crystal there. And then click, and then you're ready to go. And then kill blaze. And hey, we got blaze rod. Sweet. And we got raw fire shard, which is cool. But then we got another crystal soul blaze, which, again, don't super need, but that's okay. Okay, so then you, and click, and this works, right? What I will say is I'm going to need a new iron sword very soon. So I'm assuming my sieving is done over there. Yes. So let's go change gears for a split second. I should put my blaze, and blaze. I don't know what to do about the fact that those things have that happening. But I'm going to take you. And you. So that I can hammer up into plates. And then meanwhile, I should be able to take you out of here. Ah, don't do that. Don't do that. Is there anything I can void that I don't super care about? You, and that's probably it. I don't think I need these soul torches. They weren't a big deal. So you come with me. I would like a full bunch of that. And that works, right? So while that hammers up, I'll put away all these resources. Cool. And then we've got chicken stuff. Technically, you're a dust and gem, Mr. Sulfur. What can I use you for? Anything good at this stage? Possibly nothing particularly exciting at this point, it looks like. Unless sulfur dust was in some way useful, but I don't see a way. It might be somewhere, but I'll just hold off on that. See, look how full all my chests are. That's kind of the reason I'm doing this. Thank you. And you guys can go off. Not bad. Okay. So, real quick, let's get some more chest upgrades. Oh, I could have used just iron substrates. Oh, whatever. It's the same, right? 6 to 1, half dozen the other? Yeah, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3 for sure I know I need. I need you. And realistically, I need you too. But you're getting awful close. So I might as well do it now. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so you get cleaned up. You are a modded magical resource. You are a mob drop, along with the slime balls. You can go into the metals chest. That works. And then let's get ourselves a couple more blazes. So realistically, what I need is 1 more chicken soul. And then I can do 2 more sets of blazes. That would be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that works. I think I've got an extra one of these over here, by the way. That's a soul. That's a full soul. And I have to figure out what to do with all these blaze things, because I actually don't know if there's something useful I can do with it. You know what I should do? Before I forget, is light up the roof up here, because that could probably be a problem, right? Yep. For sure. I knew it felt dark over here, and I'm like, what am I missing? Oh, right. The roof. Oh, that's right. And I needed a new sword. Okay. So then we come in here, we do this, and see how it's using the enriched peat and stuff? It's not supposed to be doing that. Thank you. Neat. I like this. I like this mechanic. Kill 5 blaze. So in the quests over here, we totally got that, which is cool. Thank you for salt and clay. Very excited to have you. Is there something specific about that? Sifters at a warlog, alternate resources, yada yada. Okay. And then down here, hopefully I get extra blaze rods for doing this. I do. Ooh, and I got a blizz spawner. Well, that's interesting. We are definitely gonna hang on to that dude and the blaze data model for sure. That is cool. Right? Am I, like, anywhere close? I don't have ender... I mean, I could get... I mean, if I set up a dark room, I could have ender pearls, right? Redstone comparator. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I have all these blaze souls that I need to figure out what to do with. And hey, I got a powerful shard. That's nice. Cool. And then a bunch of blaze rods. So talk to me about how I use blaze rods to get blaze powder. Obviously the standard recipe applies, but is there like a grindy recipe? Netherrack can sometimes sift into blaze powder, so that would be cool if I could like get a more reliable source of netherrack. I should really, really, really try to find a good source of netherrack. So that is a 3x rather than a 2x, but we're not there yet. That's a 6x, but I can't imagine that we have access to one of these, right? Probably not. Probably not. Mechanical squeezer. Squeezer has a very good chance. We should use the squeezer. That's what we should do. Yep. So we should take you, and we should do this. Yeah, that's very much good. How lucky am I getting with this giving me 4? So you definitely get 3, and then you have a 100% chance to get a 4th. Okay, then. That works. So I'm not getting that lucky, but I like that it's an option, right? So now I could get another bucket of lava because I've got blaze powder for that purpose. And I could also use this to get magma. That would be cool. So real quick, netherrack. Where do I get netherrack from? Do I just have to go to the nether? Like, is that just a thing? I go to the nether and I get netherrack? I assume that's the plan. Yeah, I don't really see like a source of netherrack coming in here. Everything else kind of like relies on already having it. All right, so I found out what's up. So netherrack is supposed to have a recipe for the drying basin and the mechanical drying basin, but due to a bug in the pack currently, there is no recipe to dry magma blocks into netherrack in the drying basin. So the answer is that will be also fixed in the next pack. See, this is why we test packs, right? There's always little bugs like this that pop up from time to time. So that'll get fixed soon, and that should be cool. That said, I want to get magma blocks, so let's do that now. So I'm going to get my slime balls and combine them with blaze powder, and then in theory, I should be able to get a magma block. Okay. Now, if I'm understanding this this thing correctly, it looks like I can also get magma blocks from a solidification chamber by taking liquid magma, which you get from melting down magma blocks. And is there any other way? Nope, that's about it. And combining it with 3 stone, and it looks like a lot of RF, but you get 3 magma blocks from it. So that's kind of cool. Now, do you actually have liquid biomass in you? You do. So let me scoop you out. Or do you? You say you have some, but you're being weird, melting chamber. Oh, no. See, up here it says empty, but down here it says liquid. I don't know. I have no idea. So what happens if I do this? I'm hesitant to do that because I don't want to like lose my 1 magma block. Yeah, cyclic is weird sometimes with that stuff. Hopefully I didn't void a bunch of energy just there, but I probably did. But okay, life goes on. So that got me actually 2. So in here it says 2, but out here it says 1. And then if I scoop it, out there it says empty, and in here it still says 2. Cyclic's always weird. That said, though, I should be able to come over here. Now, you say you have 1 liquid biomass in there, which I think is actually accurate. Can I scoop it out? It let me, but it didn't update client side. Can I put you in? Yes, that worked. Okay, and then 3 stone. Now, that uses a lot of power, it looks like. Potentially more than we have, though I'm not really sure. It's going to be close. And it looked like it finished, but then it wasn't. Let me get... I'm hoping that peat generator thing can handle more than... Can it handle coal, you think? I'll have to look for other generator options. If I'm assuming a peat generator can only handle peat. Okay, fair enough. But I'll use enriched peat, which, you know, as we said, gets like 200,000 RF. But then making this stuff... I hope that you didn't, like... lose progress or something. In theory, it should be enough. This is 110,000 RF to do this craft. I guess we'll just... So if we burn through the entire enriched peat and we don't get our magma block, we'll know that that was the problem. And it like reset the progress. And if that happens, what I'll do is remove the stone over here, let a whole peat get burned up, and then once we have the 200,000 in the buffer between here and here, we should be cool to make that. What I'm wondering if it like reset the progress when it ran out of power. I would hope it wouldn't do that, but yeah. It might be doing that because we should have had enough power by now, I would think. So I'll come back and what I'm going to do is remove this. You should be building up energy now. I'll drop another one in there ready to go. And then that would be cool. I wonder if there's like a way to force you to update your, like clearly the client. It's definitely a client server desync issue, what's happening here. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so then you should burn up. You should, once I build up 200-ish thousand in here, like I said, we should be cool. Luckily, this one still has his bucket of liquid magma, so we didn't lose that magma block. That would have made me a very unhappy dyer. So again, you need like 100 and some thousand, right? So we're sitting at 64 here. Once we get to like 64 here, I would say that I'm good to put the 3 stone in. And that'll get me 3 magma. And then I can like repeat that over and over again. It's just a matter of getting more peat. Or some other power gen source. What I'm probably going to do, because we're getting close to the end point here of the episode, so we'll probably wrap up in a minute. And then I'm going to investigate whether I want to build a peat farm to automate the collection and production of peat so that we can rely on peat power for a little bit. Or if there's like another generator of RF production that's very quickly soon going to be available. Though enriched peat ain't terrible. And if I feel like I kind of want to do that just because it's something I've never really done before. So I'll probably wind up doing a peat farm. What was that? This guy over here? Yeah, recipe doesn't look terrible. A little bit of string, a little bit of redstone. I think it's doable, for sure. For sure doable. A lot of redstone, decent amount of iron. Shouldn't be too dead. Yeah, we should be good here now. So if I do this again, you're going to start draining real quickly, but that's okay. We should have plenty of power to fully complete this craft. And then we'll get 3 liquid magma, right? See, the progress bar finishes, but it's not actually done. That's funny. We should have more than enough power here. Oh my goodness. Talk to me. What is going on? That's supposed to be 110,000 RF. We had way more than 110,000 RF, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break and replace this guy, just in case that's the problem. I'm going to give you one of these should be more than enough power. So I'm going to let this build up its buffer. And then we're going to try it again. And then I'm probably going to just wrap up the episode. And whether or not this works, we'll see. But I should have gotten more magma blocks by now. Luckily, I was able to magma bucket out this thing. So now we've got 1 liquid magma in there. You're building up power. Then you're going to build up power. And then that should be cool. So you're at 64-ish now. So you're a little bit more than halfway. Again, we need a total of 110. Right? Am I 110? Right. And I'd rather do it this way than the lava way. Though I guess I could do it the lava way. It's about the same. But like also... yeah, I mean... I guess you could make the argument that this costs slime balls and this doesn't. So because this is for blaze powder. And this is for blaze powder and for slime balls. But this is repeatable, where this I would have to keep making more lava, right? I can take one of these magma blocks and turn it back into liquid magma and just kind of like triple it every time. But let's do this again. Bing, bang, boom, right? You should have more than enough power at this point. Yeah, you were good, right? When this progress bar finishes, it should be giving me 3 magma blocks. And it's not. That is weird. That is super weird. All right, well, let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time, and I'll figure out what's up with this. It's definitely being strange, but yeah, we'll see. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Next episode, we'll come back. We'll either have to like cheat our way into some magma blocks just to get past the bug, or not. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. For now, take it easy.